Yeah. Okay. Dear friends, my topic today is the state of the gospel among the neighbors in South Asia. South Asia is the home of 2 billion people in a small geographical area, diverse in culture and religion. Uh, there's a great Hindu population, over 900 million people, Muslims over 600 million, Christians, Sikhs, and others. So, and we are looking about the neighbors, what's happening among the neighbors in South Asia, but particularly I will be talking about India. When we started around 1990, if we go back, the engagement among the neighbors was around 50 full-time national workers were there, around 50 expat, 50 plus minus, we can argue about it. Around 10 mission agencies were engaged. There was hardly training resources or literature, neighbors or Muslim family literature was available at that time. It was a difficult time, with such a huge population. Things started moving in year 2000. When we came, there were around 150 full-time national workers. I was used to go visit different consultation, and I would meet people and talk to them, what's happening. The information was that there were around 150 full-time national workers, around 20 national agencies were engaged. Now, around 200 expat workers were there that remain. Around work was some literature development started, Muslim friendly literature, work, translations, literature, Bible translations started. At that time, it was estimated that there will be around 100 house fellowships or jamaats will be there. The Jesus movie came in Urdu and other neighbors friendly, Muslim friendly languages. So there was a great need for such a big growing population, neighbors population in South Asia and India. There was a really, the things were quite challenging. There was great need of mobilization because if we see that almost tribal population is 9%, and the missions efforts, sending workers among the tribals were around 60%. SC, ST, OBC, Dalits, which constitute around 82 to 85% of population. I have given another slide in showing that OBC, scheduled caste are just not in general categories. They are Hindus, but they are in Muslims, quite a lot number, 43% in Hindus. Among Christians, scheduled caste is 33%, and OBC is 17%. Among the Sikhs, so there's all constituted, this 82 to 85% is divided SC, OBC, and Dalit population in all the religions. You can see that very clearly. So that makes constitute around 82 to 85 scheduled caste, OBC, and Dalit population, and where the efforts were around 25%. High caste Hindu 10%, but efforts was 5%. Mission efforts all together, mission efforts, whereas Muslim population is around growing population 16%, and efforts are 1%. Let me put you a staggering figure here, that if we consider these figures, 1%, on one national worker, he will have a responsibility to reach over 400 million Muslims in his lifetime. So that's a big task. Again, later I will show you. Others 6% efforts are 9%. Then a time came when the starting of Vision 59 India chapter in 2013. The Vision 59, we as a small team of young people, we thought that there's a need of collaboration, partnership, coming together. We just can't sit back and relax seeing that happening, but we want to really uh, accelerate the engagement among the neighbors. And that's where there was a great need for a network partnership that can really accelerate work in India. That's where we a small group of people brought Vision 59 India chapter, and that has started from there. The things started changing. In 2015, there was estimated 500 full-time with all the mobilization that we started in 2013. We could see now that there were around 500 full-time national workers serving in the field. We could develop a national partnership with over 80 national ministries. We still expect presence was there, around 200 plus minus remain there. There were a lot of available training resources were there now. Variety of Muslim-friendly literature was available. Better fellowship and cooperation between the ministries and experts happened. What happened? These gatherings, when these gatherings happened, people started coming in together. There was ice was melted. There was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of mistrust. Those boundaries, those walls have been broken, and there was a greater synergy, greater fellowship and cooperation started among the teams, nationals and experts. And that also established trust-building partnership between the teams, different teams, individuals, missions, and where they were not able, 10 years back, nobody was open to share about their information. Now there was a sharing of resources and information that started. Beyond 2022, when mobilization started and we could do a lot of work in this process. And after COVID, things were quite challenging after the COVID around that time. Now, in this time, we see that around 1,000 full-time national workers are present there. 1,000 national workers are there. Again, 80 plus national ministries. We need to work on that, update our data, but I believe there's 80 plus of 100 national ministries are engaged now. More engagement is happening. Over 100 MUUPGs engagement with different ministries engagement. Ministries are engaged now. There's a relatively around 100 MUUPGs are engaged now. In present context, we can see that there are over 1,000 MBB house fellowships are presented. National mission mobilization is happening through IMA and other national federations. Partnerships and resources mobilization with various national and international mission agencies are taking place. So that's happening. Let me bring you back. What's happening, the impact of Vision 59 India South Asia Initiative? What was the impact which is taking place? We can put that in 4 categories. The mobilization we see from year 1990, 2000, from 50 to 200 workers, and now and hardly 15 to 20 mission agencies involved. In next 10 years, what is the impact of Vision 59 as a network coming together, or a national forum. I would say that coming together, what impact it has created, we can put that in four categories. First thing is connect. Uh, we begin with, and we had two global gatherings of Vision 59 in 2007 and 2017. In 2017, we could bring over 80 national workers from South Asia. That was really give them exposure of what the Lord is doing across the globe, what's happening across the globe. So that happened. 2013, our first national gathering took place, where over 120, 30 national workers were engaged. That we had another in 2015. We had a gathering, national gathering. 2017, we had a Indian mission CEOs gather, giving them vision that vision can go down in the among the missions, and they can understand what is the vision and what is the plans for that. 2017 was very a remarkable gathering in Indian missions. And then in 2022 and 23, from the CEOs, we brought to second and third line leadership, the people who would be eventually would be engaged into the field. So we brought up to that level. Then after 2022, we are having regional network meetings, a small or big gathering. Every year, we have averaged 70 gathering, small meetings we are happening. It can be from 20 people to 50, 70, or 100 people average gathering. We are almost connecting with 1,200 churches or mission agencies every year on that. Personal fellowship and follow-up. That's connect, national gathering, international gathering, mobilize, denomination. We are engaged in mobilizing denomination, local churches, and missions. We are engaged into missions network, small groups of indigenous missions. We are also mobilizing professionals, mostly in IT work. We are developing digital media ministries where there's professionals are very important, where they can bring a lot of resources into the place. Marketplace leaders, we are looking to see a sustainable development of the ministry where we can generate resources right within India and South Asia, where we are bringing experts of marketplace leaders. Collaboration, interagencies collaboration for training and literature resource development in different languages, Indian Musalmani languages. We have a strong partnership in Bible translations. Almost 3 Bible translations are going on with audio Bibles and other discipleship and gospel sharing resources we are developing. Partnership for sustainable development. We are doing that. Microfinance as big. In last 3 years, we have almost funded 300 microfinance businesses in all over India. And that has really played a very important role in bringing the national workers, long-term national workers presence in the field. So that's happening. Then engagement, connect, mobilize, collaborate, and engagement. That's about information sharing of MUPBGs with the missions, mission agencies, training on fruitful practices and effective engagement process. That's very critical to see that mission agencies, national mission agencies and churches understand the engagement process. What is required when a team is going, when a national worker is going in a very cross-cultural situation where the geographical situation is different, the food is different, the culture and language is different, the clothing is different. What could be the engagement process? How much time it would take them to eventually land in their field on hand. So that's a quite a critical issue that we are dealing with the missions, helping them to understand the engagement process. We don't want to see a lot of attrition. We have been working where a lot of national workers, they went into very remote, very least reach engaged people group, but soon they came back because of the prior preparation, orientation, that's all involved in engagement process. And network marketing on effective engagement. We are working with the leaders, with mission leaders, and to help them to understand those process and fruitful practices. So that we are engaged in. What are the challenges? What are the challenges? That's something we all are worried. We all are praying for. Lack of national workers with a passion and vision to reach neighbors. There's a great need. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of mistrust and all that. I can talk around 2 hours on this one line, but we know that the language, culture, rural understanding, and the sensitivity. There's national workers. We are praying for that. Lack of MUPG's information for effective engagement. When the agencies ask where they should get engaged, there are a lot of information that need to be collected, hand over to them, all the logistics, what are the resources available, how to really begin that information is a challenge. Lack of financial resources to send teams to MUPGs has been always there, and we are working on that. We all need to work on that. And sensitive community to take gospel. There's a whole big area of this that really hinders the engagement process among the MUPGs. I would like to give challenge, mission to reach neighbors of South Asia and global community partnership as we come together. We need global prayer. We need prayer that every believer, wherever they are in the globe, they must engage in prayer, sharing information and data analysis that's required from our global community, because they have tools, they have people, a specialization, they can put that. So that is quite a critical thing, strategic innovation. Many people ask me how the expats can be involved. I think this is one of the area where there's a great specialization is needed, and there's a great need of people to be involved. A strategic initiative towards long-term sustainable ministry. It's very important for the long-term sustainability ministry, where the national workers can be sent, kingdom investment, BAM, creative project for national income generation that talks about finances, that talks about sustainability. Advocacy, when as you are attending this seminar, you can share with others to pray and to be engaged meaningfully in reaching to the neighbors of South Asia. Resource mobilization, and finally sending expert workers with special gifts and skills. That's my nowadays, with all the problems, visa problems, and all those issues, there's a great need. We need people from every corner of the globe. But if they come, they prepare, they develop a partnership with any national agencies, and if they can work, what are the gift or skills a national ministry would require to place them very effectively in the nation? That will be very important for the long-term presence of expert workers. And you can think many more things that can come. Thank you for listening to my talk. Please continue to pray for the MUPGs of South Asia. God bless you.